When a woman realizes you've lost interest, this happens. Something shifts the moment a woman senses you've lost interest. It's like an invisible switch flips inside her mind. She can feel it. Your energy isn't the same. And that realization, it changes everything. Women are deeply attuned to attention. They pick up on even the smallest changes in your behavior, especially if you've previously shown interest. When you pull back, whether on purpose or naturally, it disrupts her sense of control. She goes from feeling desired and secure to uncertain and vulnerable. This reaction isn't random. It's deeply rooted in psychology and evolutionary biology. For centuries, women have sought validation, sometimes consciously, sometimes subconsciously, from men who once pursued them. So when that validation suddenly disappears, it sparks a mix of emotions: confusion, self-doubt, and even competitive instincts. That's why you'll notice her doing things she never did before. She starts reaching out more, appearing in places she knows you'll be, or suddenly engaging with your social media posts. It's not just because she misses your attention. It's because she's trying to reclaim the sense of control she had when you were chasing her. Understanding this puts you in a position of power. Men who operate from a place of abundance instead of neediness naturally command respect. This isn't about playing games. It's about recognizing your worth and positioning yourself as someone who isn't easily swayed. In this video, I'll break down exactly how a woman reacts when she realizes you've lost interest, step by step. And more importantly, I'll show you how to navigate this dynamic with confidence. Let's dive in. 1. She becomes more attentive. One of the first things you'll notice: she starts paying attention. Women are highly sensitive to shifts in energy. The second she senses you pulling back, it creates a void, a space she feels compelled to fill. She starts watching you more closely, tuning into details she once ignored. You might suddenly get random texts asking how your day was. Maybe she starts initiating conversations more often. You might even notice her liking or commenting on your social media posts out of nowhere. But why? Because she wants to re-establish the connection. More importantly, she might start mirroring your interests. If you're into a certain hobby, suddenly she is too. If you've been hitting the gym more, she might start complimenting your physique. This isn't a coincidence. It's a subtle way of pulling you back in. Now, here's where most men mess up. They get excited by this new attention and immediately start reciprocating too much. They think, "Oh, she likes me again," and rush back into the same patterns of overinvestment. Big mistake. Instead, you need to remain steady. Keep focusing on your priorities and let her come to you. When you show that her new attention doesn't instantly pull you back in, it forces her to work even harder to regain your interest. And that's power. 2. She starts testing you. Once she realizes she's losing you, her next move is to test your resolve. Women are drawn to men who are steady and confident, but when they sense a shift in power, they instinctively want to see if it's real. Here's how she does it. She acts cold or distant. She'll start mirroring your energy, pulling away to see if you'll chase her. She tries to make you jealous. Suddenly, she's mentioning other guys, posting cryptic messages, or showing off her social life. She picks fights over nothing. She'll challenge your behavior, question your choices, or create unnecessary drama to see how you react. This is where you need to stay strong. Most guys fall into the trap of reacting emotionally. They either chase, get defensive, or try to reassure her, all of which give her the upper hand again. Instead, you stay composed. If she's cold, match her energy. If she tries to make you jealous, remain unbothered. If she picks fights, don't engage. This forces her to drop the act and pursue you even harder. Because a man who remains unshaken, that's a man women can't resist. 3. She becomes emotionally unpredictable. Here's where things get really interesting. When she feels like she's losing control, her emotions start fluctuating. One moment, she's super sweet, showering you with compliments, reminiscing about good times, acting affectionate. Then, suddenly, she's frustrated, distant, or even angry. She's doing this to test your emotional stability. She wants to see if her mood swings will make you chase or react. The worst thing you can do: try to fix her emotions. Instead, remain unshaken. Let her ride her emotional roller coaster alone. The more unpredictable she becomes, the more you need to stay calm and centered. Eventually, she'll realize that her emotional outbursts aren't affecting you. And That makes you more attractive than ever. 4. She tries to reignite your interest. At this stage, she realizes she's at risk of losing you for good. So what does she do? She steps up her game. She puts more effort into her appearance. New outfits, new makeup, showing off more on social media. She becomes floatier, funnier, and more engaging, reminding you of why you liked her in the first place. She suddenly starts appearing in places you frequent, making sure you notice her. This is when she's actively competing for your attention again. But here's the key. Don't give in too quickly. Let her prove that her interest is genuine, not just a reaction to losing control. A high-value man doesn't instantly fold at the first sign of renewed attention. He evaluates whether her effort is real before deciding how to respond. 5. She starts playing mind games. If everything else fails, she might resort to mind games, sending mixed signals. One day she's hot, the next she's cold, making you jealous, mentioning other guys or randomly posting about how much fun she's having, testing your guilt, saying things like, "I don't even know who you are anymore." Why? Because she wants to see if she still has power over you. Your best move. Don't engage. The moment you show that her tactics don't work, she loses control. At the end of the day, power comes from self-control. When a woman realizes you've lost interest, her entire behavior changes, because deep down, she doesn't want to lose the attention she once took for granted. Your job isn't to play games. It's to recognize your worth and hold yourself to a higher standard. The moment you master this mindset, you stop chasing. And when you stop chasing, that's when she starts chasing you. Now, the question is, will you stay strong, or will you fold?